What's up, guys? So last video we discussed if and else statements. Now we're going to talk about lists and tuples. As always, if anything I say is a little confusing or you just want to get more information on it, I highly recommend this website, W3 Schools. It goes into a lot more detail of lists and tuples and provides a lot of examples as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so basically a list is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable, and also allows duplicates as well. And as well as for tuples, it's a collection which is the same thing, it's ordered and unchangeable. However, my bad. Tuples is a collection of ordered, but they're unchangeable and they allow duplicates. So basically a list, they can be changed, so you can do all of these things. It'd be similar to like if you play Call of Duty or a game similar to Call of Duty, then you can create a custom class and you can change the class however you like it. However, like for the default classes that you could think of that as like a tuple, you can't change it, they're just there forever, so that is basically the difference between lists and tuples. Now let's go ahead and actually use lists and tuples. I don't know what this red thing is. Alright, cool. So the first thing I want to do is create the name of your list. We're going to use cod underscore classes because that's where I got the analogy from. And then you're going to give it a variable name, and then you're going to start it with square brackets. That's going to indicate that it is a list. And then you're going to add items to this list. So the items that you add to this list can literally be, I want to say, almost anything. You can add a list to a list. You can add strings, variables, integers. You can also add class objects. We haven't covered those yet, but you can add them on there, as well as you can add dictionaries. And I know we haven't covered that either, but you can add those in there as well. So we're going to add a little bit of everything that we've covered so far. We're going to add, let me create a variable name random equals equals Devin, because that's my name. And then so we're gonna say class underscore 1, class underscore 2, 1, 2, random. What else can we add? A list. So we're gonna say random, that's too similar. We're gonna say first equals user score 1 and user underscore 2, and then we can add that first. Alright, cool. So then if you just print out this list, print classes, here's what you're left with. You get everything in the list, and it's inside these brackets. Now, most of the time when you get a lot of data and you put them in a list, you're going to want to get the information that's inside the list. So how do you do that? All you have to do is you would just type in the list name, and then you would type in the square brackets and the index of where it's at. And you're like, what is an index? Basically, an index can mean a position where you're at in line. And the funny thing about programming and programs is they start at 0. So that means this class 1 is at index 0. So if I type in 0, it's gonna give me the data, and it's going to just give me the data of the first index. Well, the 0th index, which is 1, I guess. So, and then 1 would be here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so then you're like, alright, how do you get to this? How do you get to first? Like, you're basically giving brackets. So if you're like, this is, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna go 5. It's gonna print out this. It's gonna print out a list of a list. And then you're like, oh, okay. So now that you know how to do that, you're like, alright, how do I get this? Because you're just left with brackets. It's like the same situation. Just pause for a moment and think, like, how would you think you get in there? Well, basically, you would just put another bracket next to it and hit 0. Well, the 0 is going to be the first one in the list, and it gives me 0, 1. Or if I did 1, Control S, it would give me the second one. But if I hit 2, then it's gonna give an error because you're outside the list. It's like, what are you doing? You're going a little too much dip on your chip, you know what I mean? So that's basically how you view the information on the list. Now, if you wanted to change something on a list, now we're gonna just go through this list of things so you can better understand. So if you wanted to, actually, hold on, card classes. All right, cool. If you wanted to change something on a list, all you would need to do is you would just need to go to the list name and then whatever position you want. So if I want to change class 1 to class 1.0, then all you would do is just type in 0 equals class. Ooh. Actually, no, we're just gonna name it class just so it's a no. Let's name it red. Give it a big difference. And then we just print COD classes. It's red. See, it changes that. And it didn't affect any of the positions of the other items in the list. We can also check if an item is in a list by using an if statement. Similar, it's just using, you would just type in if red and COD classes print yes. You don't even have to type in else, you just type in if and then red, and then yes, it lets us know that red is inside this list. Alright, now let's see, we can get the length. If you want to get the length of anything, all you need to type in is print, you use the length command, and then COD classes. And it will say 6 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this list is just, I mean, it's just a variable. Well, it's a variable name, it's just a list. Alright, cool. Now, let's say we wanted to add an item to the list. Then, all we would need to do is type in the list name, so COD classes dot append, and then whatever you want to add. So we're just gonna add added and then print COD classes. Alright, see, it added it to the list, and this is just printing that. So if I deleted both of these and just printed it, then, oh wait, no, I need to keep that because it's not saved. The reason that didn't work was because the program doesn't remember prior to when we saved it. That's why I didn't add it. That, yeah, I deleted it because I was, yeah. But here we go, added, cool. Alright, now let's say we wanted to insert something. Basically what insert means is, let's say I want to change this 2 into a 3, then we would type COD class dot insert, and then you're going to put the position, so 0, 1, 2, 3, so this is 3. We're going to change that to 3. That wasn't exactly what I was thinking at first, but I feel like that's better. And 3, so it changed that 2 into a 3. Yeah, inserted it. Inserted at the 3rd index, and then it shifted everything to the right. It didn't replace it, it just inserted it. It was like, alright, cool, move out the way, 2, 3 is going to be right here. I think I said earlier that it was going to replace it. It doesn't do that. We replace it by using this. Sorry if that made sorry if that sounded confusing. Alright, now let's say we want to delete an item. Then all you would need to do, let's say we want to delete this 3. This 3 is not cool anymore. So all you're going to do is del COD classes 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, and it should shift everything. Oh wait, it's gonna delete the here. Del COD classes 3. There we go. Alright, cool. So now it looks like nothing's even changed. But it actually added this and then it deleted it. So we can actually do print COD classes. Alright, yeah, cool. See, now you can see it prints it, well, it adds it, and then it's like, all right, we don't like you no more, and you get deleted. All right. Clear, you can clear a list by just typing, I think it's .clear. Yep. You just print, oh, no. Print COD classes, and then that should be an empty list. There we go. That's an empty list. This cleared it, here. There you go, that's a little nicer. Cool. Alright, if you want to copy a list, then you can honestly just here, let me delete this. COD classes _2 equals COD classes. Print COD class _2. And that will copy it. It's just a copy, but you can also do .copy. .copy. Here. R equals COD classes .copy, and then print R. Here, let me make sure R below, so we can see it. Clear. And yeah, it's just a copy. And lastly, you can combine two lists. So you're like, oh, all right. So all you have to do to combine equals Z R plus COD classes. And so actually, let's do this. R equals 1, 2, 3, and then Z. I want to delete all this. Z equals 3, 4, 5. So you can combine R and Z by typing S equals R plus Z. Oh, print S. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, because I put 2 3s. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, it would 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5, and then it said 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5. And that's basically just a quick overview of lists. Awesome. Now let's go over tuples. Honestly, the same exact thing, but this is how you define a tuple. You would do default. Hold on. Default equals 1, 2, 3. And let's say you just want a tuple with only one item inside of it. You would just type in 1 with a comma. And just so it knows it's a tuple. Otherwise, it's not going to know it's a tuple. And all you can really do is just print, or you can just access the items inside the tuple. So it's really similar to a list. Here, we're going to access the first item. Well, we're going to first print the tuple. And then here we can access the first item. And yeah, that's basically a quick overview of lists and tuples. I hope this was informative and helped you guys. Can't wait for the next episode. We're going to talk about dictionaries. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.